What the hell? You started that by saying my question's for Jeff.
I didn't say that.
No question.
I said, hey, Jeff. I'm sorry.
I like you already. Yeah.
I like you too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'm teasing you.
Right. I adore Daryl, and out of all the characters, I feel like he deserves happiness the most.
Thank you.
If you had the power to choose any storyline, something you want to happen for him, something specific, what would it be?
Ooh, good question.
P.S. I love that Daryl has spoken more lines in the last 2 episodes than the last 3 seasons. He's smart, he can talk, he's funny.
And he reads. They've kind of put me on the back burner with the talking lately. There's so many characters on the show, and you have to tell all these different stories. So I've been biting my tongue a little bit, but God, how would I like to see him end up? I don't know.
Oh, a storyline.
A storyline, yeah. It's interesting because we've hinted at relationships with Daryl. You know, Beth a little bit, Melissa a little bit, or Carol a little bit. I mean, the thing that I find interesting about him, and why I kind of fought not to have a relationship in the beginning, because he's not the type of guy that will just throw you up against a tree in the moonlight. You know what I mean?
Actually,
you know?
I beg to differ myself.
Yeah, I feel like he's not very confident in that world yet. So I think that makes for very interesting storytelling. You know, instead of just I know what I'm doing. I think he's. I think it should be a struggle for him to do that, but I wouldn't mind that happening. I think it would be interesting.
you opt for a bit of a romance.
Well, I mean, in the beginning, I think because he was a made-up character, they had me saying racist things, and they had me taking drugs because of Merle, right? And I told the writers I didn't want to do that. I wanted him to grow up as a little boy in that world, but not be proud of it, And so once Merle was gone, he could start to become a different kind of man. He's sort of learning from the beginning again. So I think in terms of love and, finding out who he can be, I think the apocalyptic world gave him a door opening to become something different than what he would have become already, So I think there's a lot of room to grow like that, It's when you're in all-out war and stuff like that, he's kind of the quiet type that, blows shit up and kills people and blows tanks up and stuff. But once that storyline will turn into something else, maybe those doors will open enough for him for further development. You know what I mean? So.
Totally agree. I feel like it's complete this character to reach that point.
Yeah, I think that would be a very grown-up, manly thing for him to find.
I would totally watch that show. That was a really good answer.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
no, I mean it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much.
That's what,
It was a great answer. Thank you.
Thanks.
Ich muss leider, also eine einzige Frage hätten wir noch. Die allerletzte Frage geht an dich. Du hast die Honor. The very last question.
First of all, I love you both, but